Bhave, Gajanana, Shri Guru Yatindra, Raghavendraya, Paramapuja, Avatar, Avadhuta, Jagadguru, Shri Datta Ganapat Sachidananda, Datta Paji, Shri Ramakrishna, Paramahamsa Maharaja, Sharda Mataye, Ramana Maharshi, Mahavatar, Babaji Maharaja, Lahiri Mahasaya, Yukteswaragiri, Yogananda, Gauranga Nitayi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Trailinga Maharaja, Bhet Narayan, Sadashiva, Brahmendra Maharaja, Neem Karoli Baba Maharaja, Adiguru, Shankaracharya, Chandrasekhar, Saraswati Maharaja, Nagajata, Jayalakshmi Mata, Jilelamudi Mata, Anandamayi, Anagha Sameta, Gurudatta Maharaja, Tara Mata ki, Jaya Ho, Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapatye. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapadye. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapadye. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapadye. Dear all Jayanama Guna Sankirtana associates and disciples of Samastha Guru Mandali, today also we are very happy to say that Jayanama Guna Sankirtana as a part of Bhakti Kriya Yoga has been blessed to continue our satsanga through learning of autobiography of a yogi. So, as a part of Bhakti Kriya Yoga, with the blessings of Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja and Paramahamsa Jagadguru Yogdananda Maharaja and Samastha Guru Mandali, we are learning autobiography of a yogi as relearning of autobiography of a yogi, wherein which our Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja and Paramahamsa Jagadguru Sri Yogdananda Maharaja blessed us to continue as a part of Satsanga the relearning of third chapter, nothing but the saint with two bodies. And more importantly, the Satsanga yesterday was being blessed to some extent. Till what extent we have been blessed is wherein which I experienced only an awe-stricken fear in as much as I was destined to undertake my divine search through one particular guru. Our Sri Yogdananda Maharaja is telling about it. That is Sri Yukteswar Giri Maharaja, whom I had not yet met. But I felt no inclination to accept Pranabananda Swami as my teacher. I glanced at him doubtfully, wondering if it were he or his counterpart before me. So, this was the encountering experience which was being expressed or told to all the divine disciples, including Jayanamaguna Sankirtana. So Yogdananda Maharaja said that I'm not, I'm inclined to, I'm in a search of Guru, but it seems that Pranabananda Swami is not my Guru. And we also relearned that he was, Pranabananda Swami was talking about his Guru, Paramapuja, Lahiri Mahasaya, and he was almost pleading, requesting for a interceding. That means he wanted Lahiri Mahashaya to act as a divine ambassador between God and Pranabananda Swami. We also relearned that Guru will intercede for the soul. When the Sishya is ready, automatically Guru will appear and take care of the Sishya. And we also relearned that it is a spiritual intervention that lightens the disciples' burden. That is the reason Prananda Swami was requesting, pleading our Paramapuja Lahiri Mahashaya. Because we relearned that Sadguru will be absorbing and neutralizing the portions of disciples' burden, accumulated past karmas, making the spiritual path more smoother and preventing the soul from being overwhelmed by the outward or worldly activities or the by his or her own history. That's the reason Guru will come appear. We also relearned that Guru can intercede, a Sadguru can intercede from outside by guiding our actions. and they also intercede from inside. That is inner guru. That means pushing our mind away from worldly distractions. Very, very important. So guru can externally help us to do sat karma. Sat karma means very, very righteous deeds. In Sanskrit, in Hindu scriptures, we call it as sat karma. Karma means deed, sat means truth. So, in other words, here truth means the righteous conduct. So, Guru will guide inner soul to prevent overburdened with worldly matters and distractions, and they will help us to pull from the all these activities and get attained, or to move or progress in spiritual path. And more interestingly, the Pranabananda Swami was talking about our Lahiri Mahasaya, that he pleaded him that Lahiri Mahasaya, please, angelic Guru, my spiritual anguish is such that I can no longer bear my life without meeting the great beloved Father. That was the expression which was made by Pranabananda Swami to Paramapuja Lahiri Mahasaya. These kind of students, disciples are very important for right Guru, for Sadguru. They will be overwhelmed for helping these kind of sishyas. So Lahiri Mahashaya also would have felt the same thing. Who will ask? Like that you would have felt. Who will ask? Oh my Guru, please push me in spiritually. Whatever comes, whatever the hurdles are, whatever the challenges are, please push me. Please help me to progress spiritually. And Sadguru, as and Lahiri Mahasaya extended his hand in a benign gesture. That means very kind gesture. He was overwhelmed. That what Yogananda Maharaja, our Yogananda Maharaja says, that Lahiri Mahasaya was very kind enough and give blessings to Pranabananda Swami. It will happen to Jainamaguna Sankirtana associates also. It is true. But that spiritual act, that spiritual yearning should be there for a sadhaka. Mahavatar Babaji is telling. He is always there with us. So then immeasurably uplifted. So now the satsanga continues, but however, we also should relearn that a guru intercedes not only even when we are moving physically, that means when we are living. A soul is connected because interconnected with the universe. So a guru will intercede even at the moment of death. That is very important. Why? Because the guru can guide the soul through the transition from physical body to the higher planes, and ensuring it is not the soul will not get lost. In Sri Yukteswar Giri Maharaja told that the planes are very dark in nature. Only sound. Sound will guide us. Oh, that is different satsanga. Yukteswar Maharaja will bless us later in our relearning of autobiography of a yogi. So now this satsanga continues like this. So Lahiri Mahashaya extended his hand in a benign gesture, very kind gesture. You may go now and meditate. I have interceded for you with Brahma. कालत्रयबोधितं ब्रह्म ब्रह्म कालत्रयबोधितं ब्रह्म ब्रह्म कालत्रयबोधितं. That is different satsanga, but anyhow, Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, the triple fusion, Lord Dattatreya. Out of that, Lahiri Mahashaya asked Brahma Mahadeva, O Brahma Maharshi or Brahma Deva, please help my disciple Pranabananda Swami. Like that, Guru, when talking to God, God will definitely will listen to Guru, including Sishyas also. Because Guru is a form of God with a flesh body or fleshy body. That's what Pranabananda Swami was telling. So, immeasurably uplifted, I returned to my home. Wow, what a relearning. The words which have been used by Yogananda Maharaja is of class next, not next class next, level next. See, Prananda Swami is telling, immeasurably uplifted, I return to my home. You cannot measure the happiness, the joy, when Guru blessings have been bestowed upon us. The inner joy is infinite, immeasurable. You cannot measure. There are no words, no, only experience. So he says he went to his home by taking the Ananda. In Sanskrit, Ananda. Ananda means happiness, bliss. So he has taken that luggage. Oh, beautiful luggage. Happy luggage. Happy moments. And he went to his home. In meditation that night, the burning goal of my life was achieved. Look at that. That is what Guru once promises, he will do it. Many Sishyas, disciples, will wander here and there. Oh, no. Shivana is not talking about anyone. Uh, Shivana is about himself. Shivana wandering here and there. How Shivana wandering here and there? No faith. No faith, no God. No faith, no devotion. Oh, so we have to build up that faith. Paramapuja Lahiri Mahasaya says with a benign gesture, my dear Pranabananda has spoken to Brahma. Kala Treya Bodhidam Brahma. Running. Oh, happy moments. So he went and it was achieved because Guru told Brahma, the God Brahma, Lord Brahma, and our Prananda Swami enjoyed it. So he started speaking to God. It is possible. We can also speak to God, provided if you feel God is your family member. Many of the people oh no, Shivana will feel God is outsider. No talks with God. Shivana should feel God is our family member. Then only love will come. How love will come? By associating with God, with divine activities, with rituals, with lot of focus. Ekalaksha sadhan. In Hindi or in Sanskrit, we call it as Ekalaksha sadhan. Single-minded focus. No distractions. That's the way it is possible. So now, see, Prananda Swami is telling, now I ceaselessly enjoy the spiritual pension declared. So Pranabananda Swami was enjoying two pensions. One is worldly pension, second is spiritual pension, which every soul would carve for it. But we don't know. Every soul would look forward for that anand only. But we have forgotten. Simple. We have forgotten. No problem. So never from that day has the blissful creator remained hidden from my eyes behind any scene of delusion. Once again, Prananda Swami started telling to Yogananda Maharaja, Oh Mukunda, from that day when Lahiri Mahasaya has promised that, yes, I've spoken to Lord Brahma and you can go keep meditating and he will talk to you. That has become true. Now, Pranat, see, the moment when we are sharing this, we are very much blessed. Really telling. Having holy men association is very scarce. Jainamuguna Sankirtana is blessed because we could take out, mm, chant, recite, recollect the experiences of Yogda, Mukund. Yogda is our family member. He is a family member of Jainamuguna Sankirtana. Yes, he is ours, no problem. So, see how enjoying he Pranabananda Swami ceaselessly enjoyed the spiritual pension. Never from that day, blissful creator remained hidden from my eyes behind any screen of delusion. This is what Yogda Maharaj is telling us to relearn. Every sadhaka, every spiritual practitioner would get attracted to delusion because it inclines to Maya. Maya also is part of Amma, Taramata. What to do? She want to play. So in that play, she will create all this. So we have to say, Amma, please, please, Ma, at any point of time, we should not forget you. Let Maya behold me. Let Maya upon me. Let Maya play on me. Let Maya take any form, but we shouldn't forget you, Ma, Mate. Like that, we have to pray Mate. Mate. Mate means mother, mother of mothers, divine mother. So we are very grateful. Our Sanatan, our Indian system, our Bharat system, our culture, traditions, scriptures say that there are so many ways to avoid this delusion or get rid of the delusion. For instance, our scriptures say, the Indian philosophy says that there are four ways. We all know that. You all know better than Shivana. But anyhow, because we have to do satsanga, just taking permission of yours, no problem. So there are Indian philosophy says that you can get rid of the Maya delusion in four ways, or it says that these are classical paths, the classical paths to designed to clear the mask, or we can say uh, clear away the veils, and that means veils of mass of ignorance, depending on an individual's temperament. So it says there are four paths, spiritual paths. Ours is Bhakti Kriya Yoga. For example, Jnana Yoga, path of knowledge. That means using sharp intellect and using Viveka. We call it as Viveka. In English, it is intelligence. Viveka means intelligence. In Sanskrit, Viveka, intelligence. So we will use our intelligence, Jnana Yoga. And then we will understand the difference between what is real, permanent, and temporary. The moment we understand that it is temporary, God is permanent, that is a path of Jnana Yoga, the spiritual knowledge path. So, second one is Bhakti Yoga. Our Janamguna Sankirtana is Bhakti Kriya Yoga. That is path of devotion. What happens? We are trying to channel all the emotions into intense, unselfish love for the divine. We wanted only God, no distractions, only God. So, what happens? The more we attach to the God, more we attach the divinity, more we attach to the holy man, Guru, and so on, Gurus. What happens? Slowly our ego will dissolve. So that means when ego is dissolved, there is no delusion. Simple. That what Bhakti Kriya Yoga says. So we have relearned. One is the Jnana Yoga. Second is Bhakti Yoga or Bhakti Kriya Yoga. And third path, our Indian philosophy says Karma Yoga. What is Karma Yoga? Path of selfless action. So acting or doing any deed without attachment to the rewards or the fruits. They're very, very important, which purifies the mind. That means Chitta Shuddhi. Chitta Shuddhi. We will do, okay, God is giving us to do this activity. Okay. Like that, ego is dissolved once again there. So we are giving back, or we are not at all thinking about the rewards, awards, punishments, anything. We are just living into God, only for sake of God, for love of God, in the divine path. So that is called as Karma Yoga, living all, acting without attachments to the rewards or fruits of our work or deeds. Then comes Raja Yoga. Vivekananda Swami used to say Raja Yoga. What is that? Directly controlling the mind. Raja Yoga. And directly controlling the mind, step by step practicing. It may not happen just like that. Like we will control our senses through step by step process. That is the reason it is called. Of course, Yogda Maharaj also said, Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga talks about this. So, what we do is step by step practicing to silence uh, and avoid all the delusions. So, first one is Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Raja Yoga. But someone is asking which path is good, Anaya, brother? Like that, some devotees may get a doubt. Are you getting any doubt like that? Which path is good in Kali Yuga, in this Kali age? Anyone is asking? Oh, no one is asking. No problem. All the four paths are good, which will try to help us to have a or lead a spiritual life. But more interestingly, what happens when we go to Jnana Yoga? I will emerge. Major objective is Viveka and Vairagya. But I know Shivana says, oh, I have studied Vishnu Sahasranama. I can recite by closing my eyes. Unknowingly, I will come. Shivana is suffering with I by placing a mask on his face. He says, I am Jnana Yoga. I am in traveling in. I know all the scriptures. I Shivana knows Ramayana, Mahabharata, Hanuman Chalisha, Sundarakanda. Just like that, I can recite. Shivana can recite. Ego. Where is the God? When there is ego, no Ishwar. There is ego, no Ishwar, no God. Now, coming to Karma Yoga, what happens? We cannot do any activity without attachment. We immerse. When we immerse, impossible to detach. Some kind of recognition, some kind of patting, some kind of some little also it will flow inside. Oh, suppose for example, Shivana does one good bhajan, big satsanga. So Shivana is expecting at least two people telling bhajan was excellent, Shivana, you are great, Shivana, like that. Inner Shivana is very Dambir, means Gambir, means he's not showing his inside intention to anyone, but inside is very happy. Someone is praising Shivana. Oh, Shivana, such a 7 8 hours bhajan, Shivana, like you, no one is there. Like that inside current is flowing. Ego. See, then Raja Yoga, directly controlling the senses, directly controlling the mind, very critical. Step by step, even sometimes it is very challenging. That is the reason the science or the technique, what Yogda Maharaja says is, Babaji Maharaj also, first create Bhakti Yoga. Then automatically Amma will bless with all this. Sri Ramakrishna Paramsa Maharaj also says that. Once if it is achieved, Bhakti Yoga, fond of God, that's it. All the three automatically will come. She will reign. Amma will bless, reigning all the other three yogas. Anyone, mother of mothers. Some our brothers from different countries, they can feel Mother Mary. No problem. Taramata, mother, anyone, any mother. So he says, Appa says, or Yogdananda Maharaja says that Pranabananda, so he started telling this. Pranabananda's face was suffused with divine light. The peace of another world entered my heart. All fear had fled. The saint made a further confidence. So he's talking to Pranabananda Swami is talking to Yogda Maharaja. So while he was talking, his face was suffused with divine light. See, any person, a real sadhaka, the moment you see, you'll feel pleased. There is a pleasure. There is a some aura, some pleasure in the face. That is godly aura. That is a 0.0.1 light of the God or a ray of light of the God. Just imagine through such a practice of meditating for 8 hours in night or 8 nights, and the blessings from Lahiri Mahasaya, nothing low about it, suffused with the divine light, glowing, glowing, glowing. And the peace of another world entered my heart. So he says that, yes, which is peace and tranquility. Controlling thoughts is a major one to enjoy that peace and tranquility. So it was entering, or Prananda Swami's heart entered into another world, not this world, something big, no words. And all fear had fled. Look at that. So, fears, turmoils, anxiety, stress, all these are blocked. So, first, this should be unblocked. See, Yogda Maharaja is telling Pranavananda Swami, he did not mention that he was been with the fear and anxieties. But as a sadhaka, he's telling us that it is a natural course in spiritual practice that sadhaka may have this kind of characteristics of fear, and that all fear had fled. The one fear could be that, oh, I am unable to speak to God, God is not speaking to me, like that Pranananda Swami would have felt. So Lahiri Mahasaya fully blessed him. Some months later, I returned to Lahiri Mahasaya and tried to thank him for his bestowal of the infinite gift. Then I mentioned another matter. Oh, good Sisha is carrying. Yogdananda Maharaja carried 2 letters. Our Pranavananda Swami carrying 2 or 3 wishes in his heart. So only he went to Lahiri Mahashaya. Guruji, Guruji, some months later. Guruji, Guruji, I'm thankful to you, Guruji. You have spoken to Brahma, Lord Brahma, and I am able to speak to God now. I am enjoying the communion of the gods. No words. Like that you would have told. Now, and bestowal of the infinite gift. Finite. Low. You can just define it. Infinite. No. No words. So he says, infinite gift. Everyone should plead for that. Everyone should ask God for that infinite gift. So then I mentioned another matter. So slowly started telling his second wish. Divine Guru is telling. Divine Guru to whom Pranananda Swami talking to Paramapuja Lahiri Mahashaya like this. Divine Guru, Guruji, I can no longer work in the office. Oh, even our Jaina Mugana Sankirtan devotees also may be feeling the same thing that we don't want to work further. No, we have to one hand God, another hand material life. However, at right time when Guru appears, automatically all the worldly matters will cut, as happened to Pranananda Swami. So he says, Guruji, Guruji, I cannot work longer in the office. Please release me. Brahma keeps me continuously intoxicated. Now look at that. The deep 8 hours meditation has increased. The sadhana increased to that extent with the holy blessings, with the blessings of Paramapuja Lahiri Mahasaya, he started speaking to God, and it is more than anything, intoxicated, just bliss, almost state of samadhi, like that. Apply for a pension from your company, Lahiri Mahasaya says. Is it so? He would have told. Because Guru will feel very happy when you share your spiritual experiences. See how best, how good, inspiring to all of us. Yogda Maharaja is telling, get inspired by this. He says, release me. Because you have spoken to Lord Brahma, I am continuously intoxicated. Then he says, okay, okay, good. Apply for a pension. Then immediately, Guruji, Lahiri Mahashaya, what reason shall I give so early in my service? Because hardly would have been in half of the age. He says, what reason I should give? You are telling to apply for the pension. Then Lahiri Mahashaya says, say what you feel. This is, Gurus generally, they don't talk much. If they speak, it will happen. So he says, Lahiri Mahashaya says, whatever you feel, you say. That will happen, like that. But that will happen, did not say. That is Lahiri Mahashaya. Because what happens, by the moment if Lahiri Mahashaya says that, there will be a lot of excitement in the devotee. What happens? The devotee will get distracted once again. What happens tomorrow? What should do? This should that do? Like that. So, relearning. He says, say whatever you feel. The next day, I made my application. The doctor inquired the grounds for my premature request. So he went to office and gave his letter, resignation letter, application. So there is a usual process. So in that railway department, doctor would come and check, is it really, he wanted to, he applied it. Does it is true that I should give or relieve from the duty office, so on and so forth. There is a process. So the process is that a doctor would inquire the grounds. Doctor would inquire the officer who is going to ask for relieving from the duty or services. So he inquired the grounds. Why Pranabananda? Why you wanted to leave? Like that, the doctor asked. The grounds for my premature request. Because he wrote, I want to resign from the services, so that to this he would have written. Then see Prananda Swami how intelligently this is very important. Say what you feel. Lahiri Mahashaya said, say what you feel. What does it mean? The feeling is the current, subtle current which was being sent by radio televisions. That current got into Prananda Swami to say, utter some words. That is the reason we have relearned. Guru will guide us outside and inside. Inside, his Guru is guiding Prananda Swami. That is the reason he said, at work, I find an overpowering sensation rising in my spine. If in medical grounds, if someone is talking about spine and the flow of current, that all, doctor would have understood very scientifically, but he did not lie. Prananda Swami. He said that that sensation rising in my spine. So what does it mean? We know that all chakras, Sushumna. So Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. So he says that it sensation rising in my spine, energy is flowing. That's the reason he is continuously with the God, communion with the God. And he says it permeates my whole body, unfitting me for the performance of my duties. Because of this energy flow from spine to the crown chakra, I am unable to do my duties, he said. Then, without further questioning, the physician recommended me highly for a pension, which I soon received. So he said, doctor said, oh, then it is scientifically it is put something like that. Okay, okay, no problem. So he recommended for pension. I know the divine will of Lahiri Mahasaya worked through the doctor and the railway officials, including your father. Look at that. This is the inner guidance of Guru. Once Guru decides, it will happen. What did he do? Paramapuja Lahiri Mahashaya, he entered into the thought of the officials. He just subtle energy is sent. That was stimulated. They accepted. That what Lahiri Mahashaya was very confident to say, Pranabananda Swami, whatever you feel, you say. It will happen like that. So including your father is telling, including your father, he also should sign. That is the reason in first meeting, Prananda Swami was telling that I am enjoying two pensions. Automatically they obeyed the great Guru's spiritual direction and freed me for a life of unbroken communion with beloved. So that is the reason great Guru's spiritual direction has helped me to free from the mechanical or this material life for unbroken communion with God. So there is nothing like we have to go to duty. And what happens if we keep on going to duty, 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 workplace, workplace? It will get one or the other way, will get influenced, knowingly or unknowingly. When we step into a small, what we call it as like, a pot or water water lagging pot or any in simple words, suppose we are walking on the road, knowingly or unknowingly, we have just put our foot on on the surface of some rainy water, muddy water. What happens? Even though knowingly if you would have put your foot on that, you'll get wet. Unknowingly also we will get wet. That is the impression. So, going every day, duty, 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 he cannot enjoy the communion with God. After this extraordinary revelation, Swami Pranabananda retired into one of his long silence. Then he was telling, after telling all this, he just entered into silence. As I was taking leave, touching his feet reverently, he gave me his blessing. So Prananda Swami also gave the blessing. Now he says the blessing. Your life belongs to the path of renunciation and yoga. Two things: renunciation, sacrificing everything, and yoga. I shall you see again with your father later on. So, two things he told Pramananda Swami. One is you will enter into path of sacrifice, renunciation of all worldly things, and you will become a yogi. First one. Second one, I shall see you again with your father. Then the years brought fulfillment to both these predictions. Yogda Maharaja is confirming. Both the predictions have successfully met. Kedarnath Babu, the third person, walked by my side in the gathering darkness. I delivered father's letter, which my companion read under a street lamp. Now the time has come to take out the second letter, Yogda Maharaja, because his father Bhagavati Charan Ghosh Babu has given two letters. So he took it, the second one, and gave it to Kedarnath Babuji. So immediately, the moment he gave the letter, he opened it, and under the street lamp he is reading. Then he's telling to Yogda Maharaj, your father suggests that I take a position in Calcutta office of his railway company. The second letter is that his father, Yogdananda Maharaja father, is requesting him to join railway office. How pleasant to look forward to one, at least of the pensions that Swami Pranabananda enjoys. So he is also overwhelmed. Oh God, at least one pension is ready for me. He is asking to join the office, railway office or railway company. And he says, but it is impossible. He mentioned it. He declared, I cannot leave Banaras. Alas, two bodies are not yet for me. So he says dissentment that I cannot leave Varanasi or Banaras and go to Calcutta office. Alas, two bodies have not yet for me. So that's the way the Yogda Maharaja successfully blessed us to complete no completion, to relearn the third chapter. So in next satsanga, we'll be blessed with the fourth chapter. So as we have been relearning the yogi, so Pranabananda Swami told or been told by Lahiri Mahasaya that it will happen. At the same time, the mention in the application was to the doctor was very, very interesting. So he says, sensation rising in my spine. This we call it as spine of altar, isn't it? So what we know that from one chakra to Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agna chakra, and Sahasrara. So it will reach the crown chakra. So what happens as the spine, in the spine, Sushumna Nadi, we call it as in Sanskrit, Sushumna. So as the spirit moves on the altar of this highest altars from place to place, what happens? It acts like a uh, sacrificial fire, like burning of all the seeds of the past desires, distractions, and helps to keep the soul progressing very spiritually and get communion of the God. So, someone was asking, one of our devotees, can we also relearn about how to control mind, the distracted mind, and divinity in life? Yes, tomorrow we will learn it. How many devotees are ready to extend our relearning through steps to divine life, analysis of thoughts, controlling the thoughts, quantity of thoughts? Okay. Even if five, we will do it. Oh, we'll be blessed. One, yes. Two, three, four, yes. If one more S comes, we'll go ahead tomorrow. Oh, bahut acha. That means very well, very good. So tomorrow we will continue our satsanga. Lot of time. Dattanugraha. So many people are asking. It is a divine instruction. Steps to divine life. How to control thoughts. समस्त गुरु मंडली की जय, समस्त गुरु मंडली की जय, समस्त गुरु मंडली की जय, अनघा दत्त महाराज की जय, अनघा दत्त महाराज की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय.